Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Chris Mulcahy. The time that we're recording this is 3:51 here on your Wednesday morning. Currently, we only have one tornado watch for one of our counties. That is Chester County, and this could be extended a little bit further off towards the north and east, but right now this goes until 8 a.m. But likely the activity that's going to be triggering this will happen much earlier. Meanwhile, we're looking at anywhere from a light rain shower to a moderate rainfall around the Charlotte area, much heavier down towards the south. But really, we're directing our attention right here. This is where we're seeing most of the activity. Currently, 2 active tornado warnings, 1 observed down towards the south, right near Macon, Georgia. This one is radar indicated, but these bands are the ones that are going to be affecting our viewing area in the northern part of South Carolina. This orange box right here, whenever it's orange, a severe thunderstorm warning means a tornado is possible. When it's yellow, it's a general severe thunderstorm warning. So it's right here around Washington, Georgia. This will be pushing its way off towards the north and east. I would say really at a clip of anywhere from 40 to 45 miles per hour. It's really starting to intensify. The rotation that was associated with this is starting to broaden out, which is good news. It's a lot tighter, so likely this is going to be expiring here soon. But this is a broad system that had one little decaying tail. This little area right here was working its way into Chester County, but really died out. The good news for the Charlotte area, this rain is stabilizing the atmosphere, but it's right down here that we are also looking at much higher dew points, which is a better storm fuel and energy. So the central parts of South Carolina certainly going to be dealing with a decent storm system, but you can see the general track of all this energy. That is going to include Chester County, Lancaster County, up into Union, and also over into Anson, and we can include Richmond County there as well. Here's our rotation and our tornado parameter. Whenever there's a number that pops up here, there's some sort of rotation. It's going to catch our attention. Whenever you have a streak like this, that is a low to moderate rotation streak. So that is showing right around 6 o'clock. That's where we're going to have a higher potential that maybe a tornado warning could be popping up here in Chester, and even York County is going to be on that threshold. So even though it's only Chester County that's under the tornado watch, we still have the ingredients that will be present within a 25-mile radius. So that's why I would say Lancaster County, Union County, and York County especially need to be watchful of this line, because notice that that streak is going to streak its way off towards the north and east. The one thing that's in our corner is the time of day. If this was happening during the middle of the afternoon, this could be a much more serious situation. So here's our future cast. This is 5 o'clock, looking at some spotty showers and thunderstorms for the Charlotte area off towards the north, up to the I-40 corridor. It's right in here. That's the main energy that we're looking at with the most wind shear, the most twist of the atmosphere. That brings us to 5:30 to around 6 o'clock. So 5 to 6 o'clock, that's where I think it's going to be a little bit more tumultuous in the southern part of the 485 loop, right around Monroe, up to Albemarle. We'll see this as well. But by 7 o'clock, this thing is picking up some speed. I think it's going to be out of here before you know it. And there's the slightest chance that we could have a second coming of rain to end the morning. That's going to be along the cold front itself. So here is the big scope of everything. For one, you have a low that is filtering some big time snow in Wisconsin, the northern part of Illinois over to Indiana. Meanwhile, Indiana also in the southern part of the state had tornado warnings to start yesterday morning. Once this front clears, though, it's really going to pick up the wind. So today's forecast, we are reaching the lower 70s. This is the warmest day that we have at least until next Monday. The storm potential only in the morning, and then it's just a windy and a sunnier day after that. Some of these wind gusts expected to be about 30 to 35 right around noon heading into the afternoon. And we're going to keep that breezy forecast through the overnight, still gusting to around 30 miles per hour for your Thursday as well. Tonight, we're going to see a big difference. Temperatures really starting to drop off. We'll eventually start to see a drop down into the 30s and beyond, and 30s through the weekend as well. So our Guy Roofing 7-day forecast showing that we are taking a little bit to warm up. We'll eventually be back into the lower 60s on Friday and Saturday, and then back to the mid 70s on Monday. If you're already missing the 80s that we had 3 days in a row, no worries. Next Tuesday, they're back in action. I'm meteorologist Chris Mulcahy. We'll continue to keep you updated on air and online.